So I'm delighted to be here today to talk about air quality management and share learnings from our work on emissions trading scheme and indoor air quality in schools. So I'll be talking about the role of real-time data and how it can lead to better air quality management. As we all are aware, pollution is one of the most pressing challenges we face in India and across the world, and managing it effectively requires not just policies but also good science, robust measurement, and the right technologies. So at Epic India, we work closely with government and industry partners to develop and test ideas that could address India's most pressing energy and environmental challenges using a research-led approach. So when we talk about air quality management, monitoring is the core to understand the correct status of pollution levels. And the foundation of all of this is reliable and high quality data. So without good data, policies risk being ineffective and industries lack direction and citizens remain unaware of the air they breathe. So reliable air quality data empowers different stakeholders in different ways. Like for individuals, it means that knowing when it's safe to go out for a walk or send children outdoors. For regulator, it means that identifying hotspots, enforcing emission norms, and evaluating policies. And for industries, it means tracking their own emissions in real time and exploring cost-effective solutions. So air quality measurement is not just a technical activity, it's the foundation of accountability. So with this, we have worked with state government of Gujarat to implement emissions trading scheme for industrial clusters in Surat. So one of the dual challenges that generally regulators face is air pollution and along with that economic growth of the nation. So industries are the foundation of growth of the nation and at the same time they also lead to polluting the environment. So, emission markets are the tools which are the solution that align economic growth with cleaner air. And these emission markets are not a new concept. It's being already adopted in different parts of world. But for India, this was the first program where we did, and it's the world's first PM market where we did a testing and try to understand how emission markets can work in complex setting that like that of India. So the work started and it took a long time. It's a decade long partnership. We started working with the Gujarat Pollution Control Board almost 10 years back in 2016-17, where the CPCB mandated in 2018 that all the industry should have SEMS devices installed. And along with that installation of SEMS, we started working with the Gujarat Pollution Control Board and started world's first PM market on focusing on few industries in the cluster of Surat. So what we did is we did a randomized control trial. There were around 350 industries, half of which were randomly assigned into a treatment group and half of them were assigned to control group. And the basic foundation of all of these industries within the emissions trading scheme is that they have a reliable real-time emissions monitoring devices, which is the continuous emission monitoring systems. So to understand how these emission markets work, we have a regulator at the top. Regulator can be pollution control boards. In our case, it was Gujarat Pollution Control Board. So regulator sets a market cap. So for these industries, out of 350, we had selected around 170 industries to be under ETS. So there is a cap for all of these industries that they can emit a certain limit of particulate matter into the air. And then based on this market cap, the permits will be allocated to industries. And at the end of compliance period, industries try to match their permits with the emissions that they have done. So this trading activity happens between the industries. And in the real time, all these continuous emission monitoring system data goes to the regulator's dashboard. And then at the same time, permits will be traded in the market. And at the end of compliance period, if the industry doesn't meet their emission norms or emission standards set by these permits, then they should uh, buy more permits from the market. So this is the basis of how market works. And as I said, continuous emission monitoring system is the basis of having this data, because there is money involved in the market when industries trade. That's why a reliable data source is required. So generally, there are lots of argument that the SEM's data quality is not in control in many of the states. But for this emissions trading scheme, we made sure that there are quality assurance and quality control protocols under process for all of these industries under emissions trading scheme. So when we get the real-time data every 15 minutes, we get a sense that how much industry is polluting. And with this real-time data, industries are also alert that continuously they are being monitored. Earlier, when the SEMS, in the absence of SEMS, the manual monitoring used to take once in 3 months or 6 months, where we can't account or keep accountability of emissions from these industries. So with this real-time reliable data, now we have a system in place where we can monitor. Also, with the implementation of ETS, the regular calibration and regular monitoring of SEMS quality, data quality is also being monitored. So here are a quick findings of our work that we did in Gujarat. So what we found out is there was a drastic reduction in the non-compliance. So the industries were almost 99% compliant during this emissions trading scheme, and this incentive-based mechanism led to reduction of 20 to 30% of emissions from the stacks, and it also reduced compliance cost by 11%. So when we did a research study using RCT, we found out that industries under ETS have more profits than the industries which are not under ETS, and it also the market benefits, it outweighed costs and also outperformed other programs which are under force. So now moving on to the work that we are doing with indoor air quality. We are evaluating the impact of clean air on education and also the behavior of students. This work is being carried out across a few schools in Delhi. This is again a pilot study that we are doing. It's a RCT. And the main reason or motivation behind doing this kind of research activity is that, during the bad weather or the bad or the high pollution levels, sometimes we see that schools are closed for a few days due to the implementation of grab, and also pollution peaks during the school hours like 6 a.m. to 12 p.m. So that's the reason we want to do this study and understand how we can improve the education quality for these students. So again, we are doing a randomized evaluation where, let's say these are different types of schools. We randomly divide them into groups. One is the control group and other one is uh, treatment group. And we are doing it in different phases. In phase one, we'll do a feasibility pilot where again we'll be installing air filters in the school to clean the air, and we will have a reliable data source of continuous air quality monitoring. We'll use sensors for that. We'll have real-time data and see how air quality improves over a period of time and how students behavior changes. So this research product will determine potential benefits and evaluate efficacy of having air filters in classroom to improve students' health and learning outcomes. So as I emphasizing the fact that we need real-time reliable data source. So that is the main backbone of all of the research activities that we do. When we have the data, then only we'll be in a better position to take decisions and improve people health. So that's all I have to share. So if any of you would like to know more about the work that we are doing on emissions trading scheme, please get in touch with me. And if you want to know more about the indoor air quality in schools work, please get in touch with my colleagues Shruti and Michelle. So their email IDs are also given here. So and thank you for giving me this opportunity to share the research work that we are doing.